Hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about AMC 1 exam, what kind of exam AMC is, what kind of resources you need for this exam. So I gave my exam in last year September and I passed the exam on my first attempt. I was preparing for PLAB 1 before this. So I had a good foundation, but this exam was a lot different from that exam. So I needed to completely change my preparation. I nearly prepared for about 7 to 8 months, where I was dedicatedly studying for 7 months, and 1 month I was just taking to understand this exam, what kind of resources I need for this exam, and do I need any coaching or not. The minimum time duration that you should be giving for this exam is 5 to 6 months, depending on your situation. If you're working part time or full time, so if you're working somewhere, you should be giving at least 8 to 9 months for this exam. You can also take up to 1 year, but if you're not working, you can easily crack this exam within 6 months. Regarding the syllabus is quite different from NEET PG or any other exam that you might have given previously. However, some of the topics quite resemble the USMLE preparation. So if you have done Kaplan before, if you have solved UWorld and other question banks, then it might be really helpful for you to crack this exam. So for example, psychiatry, I solved Kaplan psychiatry questions just to get a good base of psychiatry, and it definitely helped me a lot. For surgery and trauma question also, you can solve at least few blocks of step 2 CK questions from USMLE. So first of all, AMC 1 is a computer based exam. You have 150 multiple choice questions in it, and you don't have any negative marking. You get marks for 120 questions, and rest of the 30 questions are pilot questions. You are only getting scored for 120 questions. To clear this exam, you have to pass at least 50% questions. Now here's the kicker. The more tough questions you answer and you get them correct, the more marks you will get. So if you are only answering easy questions, that might not help you pass the exam because you have to answer some hard questions as well. As I told you, it is a computer based adaptive exam, so it will automatically adapt according to the kind of questions you're answering. So if you're only answering easy questions, you will not see any hard questions. But if you are repeatedly getting hard questions, that means you're doing good. You have to choose single best answer. You get 3.5 hours approximately for this exam, and for each question you should be spending at least 1 minute. Practice answering all of these questions within 1 minute. To book this exam, first you need to be authorized by the AMC. For that, you need to create an AMC account on the portal, and you should verify your documents. Only after completing your verification process you can book this exam. Before that, you are not able to do that. So if you're doing your internship and you have not received your documentation, you might not be able to book this exam. Please note that the authorization is only valid for 12 months. So within 12 months, you have to book this exam. Now regarding the subjects that you get in this exam, you mainly have the clinical subjects, for example, surgery, medicine, geriatrics, pediatrics, orthopedics, dermatology, obs and gynae, ENT, ophthalmology, psychiatry. Now, for starting your preparation, you should be following some books at least. So, during the first month of my preparation, I started reading John Murtagh. John Murtagh is a good book, but please note that this is not a book that you have to follow religiously. You only have to briefly read the topics. You can cover this book within 10 days to 1 month. More than that, you should not give your time to this book. Now, one book that I highly suggest is AMC Handbook of MCQs. This is especially true for the image based questions. So in my exam, I got a question of melanoma, and the picture that was used in that question was the same question from AMC handbook. So that's why you should specifically pay attention to the image based questions in that book. I also used another book which is AMC annotated book. It also has MCQs in it, but the questions are quite outdated. However, I really like the questions that are put in this book and how nicely they have given the explanations in this book. So you can also refer this book on the side. Now, another optional book you have is AMC Anthology of Medical Conditions. You don't need to really go through it, but if you have time and you just want to read some book, then you have these options. Keep in mind that all of these books should not be your primary source of information. You should rely on other sources as well for this exam. Have multiple sources, have recalls. Your main focus should be on recalls. Now regarding recalls, you will see many PDF files available on the Telegram groups, but One thing you have to keep in mind is that you do not have to read the answers given in these files. I highly advise you to find your own answers and have group discussions on these PDF files of these recalls and try to find out the answers through your own research. You can go through the guidelines and then try to find out the answer, but do not just mindlessly read these recall files. And here comes the importance of group discussions. Now, even on the day of my exam, I was religiously attending group discussions. And I recall attending the morning discussion just before my exam, just to make sure that I am up to date with the latest recalls. Trust me, if you are just solving any question banks and reading any book, this is not going to help you pass this exam. You must do recalls because more than 50% of the questions in this exam are recall based. Now coming to the question banks, you have various resources available. Now AMC has officially partnered with an app called eMedici. I have heard good reviews from this. I have heard mixed reviews also. It has approximately 5,000 questions and I have heard that it is quite useful, especially for the image based questions. Some people even said that direct questions have come out of this question bank, so you should definitely check it out. But will I suggest it to everyone? No. Since it is a new app, I wouldn't suggest you should rely on this 100% for your preparation. There are other question banks also that are quite popularly used when I gave my exam, which is Amedex and M plus X. I personally used M plus X because I thought like it has more amount of questions, so it will be quite helpful. But that is not true. Some of the questions are not having the right answers, some of the questions are not updated. So you should be quite careful while using these apps. You shouldn't just trust the answer, whatever information they have given. Many of my friends have also used Emidex for their preparation, and I think it is a good source because format of the questions is quite similar to the actual thing. Emidex is one of the best question banks out there, so you should definitely check it out. I personally suggest it, and if you ask me, the only two credible apps that you have right now, that is eMedici and Emidex. Now regarding coaching, there are a lot of coaching institutes available out there. There are personal tutors, but I personally don't recommend you to just rely on a single source religiously. You have to use multiple things all at once. You can read the guidelines from RECGP, RCH and RANSCOG. All these guidelines are official and should be used for your main preparation. If you have time, then you should be making notes from these guidelines as I did during my preparation. Now the additional resources are, you have a great book which is Redbook. You can download the latest version online. It is free of cost and the latest version is 10th edition. Now you can read each guideline from this book. For example, you have colorectal cancer screening, which is a frequently asked question in AMC1. You should read about colorectal cancer screening from this book and see the guidelines yourself and make notes from it. It's a small book of approximately 370 pages and you should be able to cover it soon. To summarize everything, I should highlight you the importance of recalls. You should be solving at least the last 6 months to 1 year of recalls. I personally solved at least 6 months of recalls. I did not feel the need to solve 1 year of recalls. I thought that it was quite useless if you are not understanding the questions. So I solved those 6 months of questions. I found out their answers and I think it was sufficient for my preparation. After recalls, you should definitely check out AMC Handbook of Questions. You should also check any question banks like eMedici and Emidex. If you want to see the PDF files of some of the things that I've mentioned, please comment links below and I will send you all the links of the resources that I have personally used. If you're not able to find the PDF of Redbook, I will send it to you as well, and all of the other resources are mentioned down in the description. So I hope you will be able to pass this exam in your first attempt itself and you can move ahead in your AMC journey.